beautifying the verb, adjective, or adverbs is what a work of adverb is. Don't get confused. We'll go slowly and gradually, and let's see how we go about it. So we are talking here first about adverbs versus adjectives. So that means to a certain degree, we are talking about, we have got two rulers here. One is a noun and one is a verb. Noun has got in its team adjective, and verb have got in its team adverb. So they both are going to be they are going to be in competition with each other. I'll rather say it's learning for us, okay? So the difference basically between an adverb and an adjective is exactly that you're going to deal about it. So as I said, that adjective modifies a noun. Noun, as we know, is a name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. Any word which is a name of a person, a place, animal, or a thing is a noun, right? So here when it modifies the noun, like Lisa is pretty. So we're talking about Lisa and how is she? She's pretty. So pretty becomes an adjective. So what is it happening? Pretty is modifying, establishing, build. Good evening, all of you. What we say, lifting the noun. Okay, and what is adjective?
Welcome to Hello English class.
An adverb. An adverb.
Good evening, everyone there on YouTube. I'm so sorry I took extra 3 minutes. I was discussing something, so I got a little late. I'm so sorry.
So let's see how.
So how are you all doing?
So what is in here? We say
hope everybody is keeping health and healthy and
they are extremely captivating. So we are talking about the movie here.
Is that
what is happening? The adverb extremely is modifying.
That is
the adjective captivating.
So this Safrina,
that movie. So that extremely. So what is happening? The adverb is modified. The adverb is modified with the help of adjective. She sings melodiously. So we are talking about the singing. So verb is getting modified with the form of with the verb melodious. Okay. So melodious becomes adverb here, and sing becomes verb. He fared really well. He fared really well. The adverb really modifies the adverb well. So that means he fared really well. So here we are talking about the word he. If I say he is a pronoun. So we're talking about the pronoun. So what is the pronoun doing? Pronoun is fair. It's fair. Okay. Fair is the action talking about. Now, how was the action? It was really. Really is the adverb, and now we are modifying the adverb by saying the word well. Let's understand it more with the help of an example. The moment I read this passage, Miss Twain immediately called the ambulance when she saw her dad palpitate aggressively. It was the most horrible state she had ever seen her dad in. He had always lived a healthy life, working peacefully as a school teacher in Yorkshire. He had never even taken any medical leaves as a teacher there. Now, there was an emphasizing words there. See those words immediately. Mr. Twain, immediately. Then we got the word palpitate, aggressively. And then we had the word peacefully. He had always lived a healthy life, working peacefully. And then we had never, ever, there. They all are adverbs. Okay. Now, what are the different kinds of adverbs that we have? There are, as any parts of speech, whenever you are dealing with any parts of speech, you don't stick to one part of it because it has a very simple logic. Your conversation or your writing needs to be understood by different kind of people in different situations. So accordingly, there are different situations, and accordingly you express yourself. So for all good reasons, there are going to be different situations. So different types of it are introduced in the language here. So most adverbs tell us how. That means, like, there is a questionnaire that we should have. Like, suppose if I have to say, how did he speak? You will say slowly. So then we're talking about speaking, but the question is how, and you come to know that he spoke How did he spoke? Slowly. Slowly becomes adverb. So these are some questionnaires that we should have, and we can ask the verb or the adjective or the adverb, and then we are able to identify as to which proper thing has to be placed. For example, in what way? When. Now all these are different adverbs. Now these are adverbs which tell you different sort of it in different situations. In what way? When. Where. To what extent something is done. In other words, they describe the manner on a simpler form to understand. See, first part is a questionnaire part. It means I can ask in the sentence where, when, to what extent something is done. Okay, or you can understand it in a manner to in a separate zone or in a separate way to understand. Okay, in which manner he did it, which place he did it, what was the frequency of it, or what time of an action. In both are the same things actually, but it's like a simplified way of saying it, asking a question, or at the same time in different words that we are talking here about. For example, let's understand it through an example. He speaks slowly. So slowly is an adverb, and we're talking about how does he speak. Like, okay, so at the same time, the first word says manner. So in what manner he spoke? Slowly. That's what I'm trying to say. How? Here we're talking about the manner part. She lived there. There is an adverb of place. Now we know the place. We need to talk to people about that. She lived there. Where? We're talking about the place. We need to tell the place there. We will leave tonight. It's talking about your time. As to which time are you talking about? Tonight.